Derivatives and salutations, people. I'm your friendly neighborhood Let's Player SpiderMwa, and I welcome you to SSI Strategic Simulations Incorporated and Westwood present. Well, you know the game from the title already, the Advanced Dungeons and Dragons computer product. An official. Gotta remember, it's an official one. The Eye of the Beholder. A Legend Series Fantasy Role-Playing Saga Volume 1. 1990. So recently I had a... Oh, first the story. We, the Lords of Waterdeep, have gathered to purge our city of an ancient evil. Give call to the heroes of the land, and let us choose our champions. Master. They think they have found a solution. Gotta love these, the whole intro to the game has always been a fantastic view. Gives me such a nostalgic feeling whenever I started this game and I had to watch this. Never skipped it. So you're the king? I didn't vote for you. We commission you to find the nature of this evil and destroy it if you are able. Prepare for the dangerous journey. It's a montage, yeah! ADs haven't died with this game because it is 1990, so an 80s montage is still approvable. That's how you prepare, praying. It's a priest, or a cleric, as it is. They don't have a class called a priest, it is a cleric, or a monk. Monk could be also. At least later on they added a monk as a class to the D&D. I've played my share of D&D. Begin your search below the city. Yeah, that's what it is. It is a dungeon crawler, so we're going into the sewers and deeper underground of Waterdeep. If some people think that, hey, Waterdeep sounds familiar, it's in the official D&D world, the Faerun. We have them. So Waterdeep is one of the cities that you can actually go to in Baldur's Gate. Because that's also an official Advanced Dungeons and Dragons. It's all based in the same world. Their fate is sealed. You do it. That's my Palpatine. And now it loads. Loading times. So, Eye of the Beholder. We will start a new party. So, as I was saying before the intro, I recently had a poll on Twitter. And I asked what kind of genre you guys want me to do a long Let's Play series out of. And the genres that I put down there was adventure, RPG, simulation, and I think one of them was shooter. And the votes were actually... Excuse me. Have a bit of a sore throat today. But the votes went that adventure was in the lead for a little while, but then it became adventure and RPG won. And the thing with adventure RPG is that dungeon crawlers are adventure RPGs. And this is one of the games that I played back in the day, so I decided I'll actually try it. I have never played this game through, but I will try it at least. If I fail at it, I'll fail at it. I'm not the best at this game, but I will do my best. At least try to get to the end. So this is going to be a long series in Eye of the Beholder, and that was my phone, which I forgot to turn to silent mode. Isn't that always fun? Happens with every freaking live stream. Okay, so yeah, Dungeon Crawler is specified as an adventure RPG, and what better game there is than Eye of the Beholder, a real classic. So I'll just go through and get my characters ready here. You don't need to get through, you don't need to see the progress of this because character generation usually takes a long time. So I'll just skip to it until I have made all the characters, and then we will start the adventure. So there, now we have our characters ready. So we have Boopel, who is a fighter, half elf fighter. Then we have Fluffy Bud, she is an elf ranger. Then we have Blood Ross, who is a halfling thief, and Hoppington, who is a human mage. So that's the crew that I'm gonna go with. So we shall see how this all goes. Hopefully it will go well enough for me. And during the character generation, the music stopped. I don't know why, but it just happened. Well, let's just get into it. So here we are in the game. Actually, I'm gonna give the rocks to Blob because he can throw. Intimidating sounds already. Well, that's the just the sounds of things moving around. And before you ask, yes, of course, I did it the way that everybody does it in the game. Everybody has max stats. I mean, there is no. What is the word that I'm looking for? There is no limit on how many skill points you can divide when you're generating a character, like there is in Baldur's Gate or something, because this is an early version. They didn't realize that you need to have the limit of skill points on how much you can provide to the character, so you can max out everybody with their statistics. So everybody is like a super duper hero. And that's what makes the game a lot of fun. Commission and letter of marque taken. Can I read it somehow? I should be able to read it. Maybe I need to use it. There. Commission and letter of marque. This document is a binding commission of service to the lords and sovereign city of Waterdeep. The bearers of this document are ancients of the lords of Waterdeep and are granted full rights of passage beneath the city of Waterdeep. Any who would dare interfere risk the full penalty of our wrath. Information has been presented to us that there is a plot afoot in our city. Evidence points to the sewers that run beneath Waterdeep. We have no information about the exact nature of the threat, but we feel the urgency is grave. We commission you to find the nature of the danger and to destroy it if you are able. You are granted full rights of marque. All treasures, artifacts, or other valuables are yours by right of conquest. This writ is made legal and binding by our mark on this 5th day of Marpenoth in the year of shadows. There is no more. Why do you say more when there is no more? Alrighty. We'll keep that with us for now, because we might meet some people down here that might say, hey, who are you? And then we show that and they're like, oh, okay. Have you memorized any spells, actually? No, don't take this spell book. No, you haven't memorized anything. We should do that. About spell. How did you memorize spells? Okay, memorize spells. So, let's see, we need magic missile is good. 2 magic missiles. And an acid arrow. We're all just the early levels still, so. Can anybody pray for spells? No, we don't have a cleric. Scribe scrolls? You cannot scribe scroll. Okay, rest the party. You can't rest here, monsters are near. Something scurries deeper into the floor drain. Let's take the lockpicks to Blobras, so we can have many of them. Halfling bones taken. This actually is a character. If you can find, if we find, a resurrection spell, we can actually wake them up. And they can become a party member. You can have up to 6, if I remember correctly. Up to 6 people in your party. So there are some characters that you could take along with you. And they become party members, and you'll have a bigger party, and it's all a party up in here. I'm sure that there is some kind of a secret. Like a secret button around here, but it's been a long time since I played this game. And like I said, I have never played this game through. For me, this is a hard game. I was never good with dungeon crawlers anyway. There were a few that I liked to play, this being one of them. But in general, dungeon crawlers are too tough for me. I just say that. They're fantastic games, but too tough for me. Too tough for the likes of me. No, don't just take it. Whee! There goes our dagger. Should really give those to Blob as well, because he can throw them. He's good with thieves are good with throwing weapons in general. I mean, whenever are we gonna take Hoppington into the fray and make him attack? Never. That's the answer. Never. Okay, so what do we have here? This rune is unrecognized. I think you need to have a cleric with you to read those. Although it could be that Hoppington is too low level to recognize runes. Gotta keep an eye on the walls a lot in these dungeon crawlers. Because there might be something hidden behind walls. This slimy, smelly drain pipe reveals nothing. You think those were my footsteps? No, they weren't. Hoppington, can you recognize these if I switch their place with the Boople? Nope. Okay. Swapping. There we go. Going in deeper. Something scurries deeper into the floor drain. There is a drainage grate here. Always creepy seeing those beady little red eyes watching you. None here. Just the drainage grate. How great is that, huh? Always check your corners. Because you can see around the corner. I'm going the wrong way. Those are some really heavy steps they're doing there. Come on. We can even punch them to death because we're so strong. And detect the magic scroll. Okay, you can take that. More daggers for you. So you can keep throwing them when we get the chance. Alright, so the rock doesn't work there. I thought if you put the rock there, it will just keep it open. But alas, it does not so. Small rations. You always start everybody having a large ration with them, that gives you a lot of food, like 25% food. And the small ration is like 10% or so. I'm gonna be quiet a lot of times during this gameplay because I'm keeping an eye on things and listening to things. Lurking in the darkness and all that, you know. Gotta make sure that nothing bad happens to me, of course. I think those are slugs of some kind, yep. Come on. Bring it on. Gotcha. No more of those slugs. I think they're carrying... No, they're not carrying crawlers. Carrying crawlers are high-level enemies. These are like earthworms. Ah, more goblins. Come on. We're right here. Step to the left. Or to your right. More daggers for Blob. He's gonna love all of these. I should actually be giving more of these to Hoppington as well, so he can throw stuff. Because we still haven't rested. A Mage Scroll of Armor. Cleric Scroll of Bless that we don't need, because we don't have a cleric. So you could give one of your daggers to him. So he will have some kind of offense going on there. Even though we will hardly ever put Hoppington into the front. Blob I can put on the front, but not Hoppington. Even though Hoppington has a really good stats. But it's a mage. Mages are, you don't use them for, you know, attacking. They're not the meat shields of the group. They're the glass cannons, more likely. Okay, so we need to open that somehow. Let's go this way. Let's see what we find in corridor number 7. Or how manyth this was already. Manyth? English. It iseth a language. Ah! How about the V? Gotcha. Gotcha. Alright. Get your daggers back. And some extras. So many daggers. It is almost embarrassing. Actually, it is starting to get embarrassing. We don't need this many. At least we can just throw away these rocks. We don't need those anymore. No need for them. Can't go that way. I was trying to turn. But you cannot turn with the arrow keys. You can only move directions. This seems like a puzzle. And I think it is. I need to put a rock on one of those plates to keep the door open. Like that. I can hear enemies. But I see no enemies. Hear no evil, see no evil. That will be the best. But here we hear evil, but we see no evil. Alright. Come on. Ah! Oh! Hey! Ah! Oh! Hey! on. There we go. Ah, rations. Good. Actually, I'll give these rations to you. Got that one back, and the rest can stay there. We don't need 1,000 daggers. And more rations. That can go to Blob. Rations and stuff, stuff, and rations, stuffing rations into your stuff. Now, I'm so sure that there is a secret wall here somewhere, but I don't remember where it actually is. It is a small detail in the graphics that you can see that will allow you to push it, and it reveals a secret corridor. My problem is, where the heck is it? I got this feeling I have missed it already. Like it was somewhere, but I totally missed it. Alright, let's just continue on then. I'm pretty sure I've missed something. Like I said, I have played this game before. I should know it's all of its nooks and crannies, but I don't remember anymore. Bummer. Aha, see? That's different color. There, that was easy. It smells terrible here. Well, there's a, a sewage opening right above us. So, well, we got a dart for our efforts. Darts are better throwing weapons than daggers. Does a little bit more damage. That's why they're darts. I could give those darts to Hoppington, because mages can throw darts. I heard you. Why do you still... Ah. At least now you saw how those things attack. They just lunge up and try to bite you. They're like leeches. Alright. Getting that XP and stuff. Now you, Fluffy Butt, you are a ranger. So eventually we will get you a bow, and you can use the bow and arrow. And we will put Blob Ross into the front. A shield. Awesome. That goes for Poople. Let's make sure that I don't miss any hidden stuff on the walls. Like hidden switches. It's a shame that this game does not have a map. Rune is unrecognized. What we should do, actually, is camp and rest. Because Booble has lost a lot of health, and we still need to memorize Hoppington's spells. So we will have some spells. Someone is still injured. Rest until healed? Yes. Come on, Poople. If only I had taken a cleric, we would be casting healing spells on you. Should have thought of that before I did. Oh well. You make mistakes. How many hours does it take to rest? Jeez, that was 2 days of resting. Just to heal you. Damn. But I'm gonna leave this here. We'll continue tomorrow from here. So, hopefully enjoyed. I am having a great time playing this game again, and we shall see how far I will get. But that's for just seeing how it goes. I don't know what I'm saying here. But thank you for watching, hopefully you enjoyed, and I hope you all have a good evening, good afternoon, and a good morning, and I will see you all next time. Take care, people. Bye.